The human body is a fragile biological engine. You can survive 3 weeks without food. But in a high-stress, kinetic survival environment, your organs will begin to systematically shut down after just 72 hours without water. When the municipal pumps fail and the taps run dry, a deep, primal panic infects the city. By day 4 of a blackout, thirst completely overrides human logic. You will do anything to stop the agonizing headache and the cramping in your muscles. In your desperation, you will likely make the ultimate urban survival mistake. You will grab a plastic bucket, step outside your fortified perimeter, and head toward the nearest river, municipal pond, or drainage ditch. If you do this, you are walking into a chemical death trap. This is the Hollywood boiling illusion. The average survivor believes that if they find a body of water in a city, they can simply scoop it up, build a campfire, boil it for 5 minutes, and drink it safely. This is a fatal misunderstanding of urban chemistry. Boiling water only kills biological threats. It kills bacteria, parasites, and viruses. It does absolutely nothing to remove chemical contamination. An urban environment is a toxic landscape. When it rains, the runoff washes motor oil, antifreeze, industrial pesticides, and heavy metals directly into the local rivers and decorative park ponds. If you scoop up that urban surface water and boil it, you are not purifying it. You are actually evaporating the pure water out of the pot, which mathematically concentrates the heavy metals and toxic chemicals left behind in the remaining liquid. When you drink that concentrated, boiled runoff, you will trigger severe chemical dysentery. Your body will violently reject the toxins, expelling whatever remaining hydration you have left. You will accelerate your own death by dehydration. But the chemical trap is only the first threat. By walking to a public water source, you are also walking into an ambush. In the wild, apex predators do not hunt randomly in the forest. They sit perfectly still near the watering holes and wait for the desperate prey to come to them. The exact same predatory geometry applies to a starving city. A riverbank or a public lake is a massive, geographically exposed fatal funnel. If you walk down to the water's edge with an empty bucket, you have stripped away all your tactical cover. You are completely exposed to the dark tree lines and elevated buildings surrounding the water. Organized raiding parties will use these water sources as permanent hunting grounds, letting the desperate survivors bring their gear, their calories, and their lives directly into the crosshairs. Never approach a public water source in a grid-down city. You must hunt for the invisible water trapped inside the concrete matrix. You must scavenge the residential reservoir. If the grid goes down, the municipal pressure drops to 0. But the pipes inside every single home and apartment building do not magically empty themselves. They are still holding massive amounts of perfectly clean, chemically treated, pressurized water. You just have to know how to mechanically bleed the system. Your first target is the apex of indoor scavenging, the 40-gallon water heater. Every standard suburban home has a massive tank of clean water sitting in the basement or utility closet. But if you walk up to a water heater and simply open the drain valve at the bottom, nothing will come out. It is vacuum locked. To break the vacuum and access the water, you must understand plumbing physics. First, you must physically shut off the cold water intake valve at the top of the tank to isolate it from the dead municipal line. Second, you must go to the highest floor of the house and open a hot water faucet. This breaks the airtight seal, allowing gravity to pull ambient air into the pipes. Once the vacuum is broken, you return to the basement, open the spigot at the bottom of the heater, and effortlessly drain 40 gallons of life-saving hydration while the scavengers kill each other at the river. If the water heater is empty, you move to the gravity bleed. A 2-story house contains dozens of feet of vertical copper and PX piping. Those pipes are still holding gallons of trapped water. To bleed the house, you must find the absolute lowest geographical spigot on the property, usually a utility sink in the basement or the exterior garden hose bib. Place a container under that lowest spigot and open the valve. Then, systematically walk through the house and open every single faucet, starting from the top floor and working your way down. The air will enter the open faucets, breaking the vacuum, and gravity will push all the trapped water down through the walls and out of that single basement spigot. Finally, you target the absolute last resort, the Porcelain Vault. In a severe crisis, the tank on the back of a standard toilet holds 2 to 3 gallons of perfectly clean, potable tap water. This is not the bowl. The upper tank is filled with the exact same municipal water that comes out of your kitchen sink. Do not flush it. Remove the heavy ceramic lid and harvest the water. Urban hydration is not about wilderness bushcraft. It is not about boiling river water over a campfire. It is a strict test of chemistry, physics, and tactical geometry. Avoid the chemical runoff. Stay away from the public watering holes. Break the vacuum. Bleed the pipes. Don't be a target.